Alright, good evening, Miss. So here I would like to be presenting the materials both in junior high school and also in the senior high school. So here my name is Ciri Arta Guni. My name and also the class as you can see on the screen. So the first one is the materials in junior high school, which is about text labels of food, drink, and medicine. Let's get moving to the next screen. Here I have the table of content. There are 13 parts as you can see on the screen. And then next I have basic competences and learning objectives. So the basic competencies as you can see on the screen. I also have the learning objective here. There are 4 learning objectives. So the first one is students are able to understand text in the form of short and simple labels about food, drinks, and medicine. The second one is students are able to understand social function, text, structure, and linguistic element of some text in the form of short and simple labels about food, drinks, and medicine. And the third one is students are able to compare text in the forms of short and simple labels about food, drinks, and medicine. And the fourth one is students are able to present their understanding regarding text in the form of short and simple labels about food, drink, and medicine. So here, next is brainstorming activity. In this activity, the teacher will open question to stimulate the student thinking or thought about the materials that are going to be taught. So the question can be, have you ever eaten, packaged, and labeled food or drink? What name of food have you been ever eaten? And do you have the package? And then the teacher can ask about what the information does it contains in the food or drink and also medicine. And then the next is I provided the reading comprehension. So here the teacher will instruct students to read the information in the products. So here I took the product of medicine, namely Pretend XR. So in this product there are several information, and the student will read the information. And here I also provide the example of the language features. So as you can see on the screen, the example is consisting of 2. The first one is imperative sentences. Like the first one is keep rated at 13.5 until 46 Fahrenheit. Second one, keep away from light. The third one is keep away from children. And then here also consisting of noun and noun phrases. As the example, the first one is extended release capsule. The second one is 15 capsule, and the third one is dosage. So next is reading. I also provided the reading comprehension. So here the teacher instruct the student to read the information in the products. Here I took the product of Doritos. In this product there are also information content. So here I provided the example of the words and also the meaning. Here the teacher instructs students to read and identify the word and also define the meanings. The example, it can be as ingredients, which as meaning bahan-bahan in bahasa, contents, which means berisi in bahasa, serving or porsi in bahasa, and nutrition or nutrisi in bahasa. Next is writing practice. So here the teacher will instruct students to find their own level food, drink, or even the medicine. Then they will try to identify them following the assignment sheet that the teacher have provided. So here I took the citato as the examples. So here, as you can see on the screen, the sample of assignment sheet. The assignment sheet is consisting of 7 number. So the first one is about name of product. The second one is about content amount. The third one is description, and so on, as you can see on the screen. And then I have speaking practices. So here the teacher instructs students to tell or present the information contained in the products that they have found. Sorry, in the screen is have found. I was careless to revise this work, so it grammatically mistake. It should be have found. So here the speaking practice is the teacher instructs students to tell the information based on the assignment sheet, as you can see on the screen. The first one is name of product, the second one is the content, the third one is description, and the fourth one, the fifth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, and seventh one. And then I have listening practice. So here I integrate the speaking practice and with the listening practice. So here after the presenting group present their result of products, the other student will listen to their friends. So here the teacher instructs students to listen to their friend's presentation and then fill the table with the information. The table is the same as the assignment sheet. So here the student will listen and then fill the table with the information that the group of presentation have presented. And then I have writing practice. So here is the last activity. So here the teacher instructs students to fill the column according to what the student have learned. So the table is as journal. So here, as you can see on the screen, the journal consisting of four number. The second one is what have you learned. The second one is the activity I like the most. The third is the activity I find the most difficult, and the fourth is what I need to be better is or are. And then move, I have the references which I took from a book for 9th grade students. By the order, the year, and the titles, as you can see on the screen. Okay, I think that's all about the materials for junior high school, and then I move to the materials for senior high school. So here the teacher will be teaching about present perfect tense using daily conversations. So here the table is also consisting of table of content. As you can see on the screen, there are 13 part of table of content. Okay, let's move to the next screen. Here I have the basic competences, as you can see on the screen, and then I provide the learning objective. So the learning objective are, the first one is students are able to understand social function, text structure, and linguistic element in the past action or event. Focusing on here in the context of present perfect tense. The second one is students are able to create simple sentences of present perfect tense. And the third one is students are able to performing spoken English using present perfect tense conversation dialogues. And then here I provided the brainstorming activity. In this activity, the teacher will open the questions to stimulate the student thought or thinking about the material that are going to be taught. So the question can be, do you ever talk to your friends in the school? And then when you know there is an English assignments by the teacher, what the question will you ask to your friends? Like that. So here I forgot to put the question. What the question will you ask to your friends, like that. And then the teacher can also say, or if you haven't seen your friends eating, what will you do? So the question can stimulate the student to think about the uses of present perfect tense in the context of, as I provided as the example. So here I move to the reading comprehension. I'm sorry, the instructor seems to be incorrect because I forgot to revise the instruction. So here the instruction is, please read the information in this product below. I still use the instructor from junior high school, so I was really careless about this. I'm sorry. So the instruction will be revised as, please read the information in this conversation below. The product should be replaced by conversations. Here I have the conversation between two people which are Wawan and Ciri. And then I also provided example of the use of a present perfect tense. Then I also provide the information which indicate the use of present perfect tense. So here the verb 3 can be indicated by looking at auxiliary verb have or has. So the present perfect tense can be indicated by looking at auxiliary verb have has. So the example are have gone, have is auxiliary verb, and gone is verb 3. So the meaning also in the Indonesia is telah pergi. And then the second example is as Clint. Has is the auxiliary verb and Clint is verb 3, which mean telah membersihkan in bahasa. And then I have the reading comprehension. Sorry, I also forget to revise the instruction. So the instruction will be, please read the information in this conversation below. So the conversation is the same as before. So here I show the student about the present perfect tense in the conversation. Have the further present perfect conversation. I'm sorry, the previous one of reading comprehension is belonging to indicating the verb tree. So the verb tree can be indicated by looking at auxiliary verb have or has. Sorry, it was my mistake. So here let me continue again. So here I have reading comprehension, and the instructor will be please read the information in the conversation. So here I also have the conversation between Wawan and Ciri, and here I provide the information about the use of present perfect tense. So as you can see, the example is have booked, telah memesan in bahasa, have been, telah berada in bahasa, have visited, which is mean telah mengunjungi in bahasa, and so on, as you can see on the screen. And then I have the writing practice. So the student are instructed to write their own dialogues with the partner and choose separate verb tree in the table that the teacher have provided. So here the teacher will divide student into several group that consisting of just only 2 people. They are going to be doing dialogues in the front of their friends. So here they will choose the verb tree that the teacher have provided. So the example, I also provided the examples so the student can be more understand how to create present perfect tense in the dialogues. So here the example is I have given the key to the teacher, which is mean saya sudah memberikan kuncinya kepada guru dalam bahasa Indonesia. And the second one is I have studied hard to surpass the first ranker. Aku telah belajar keras untuk melampaui ranking 1. Then third one is she has visited her grandmother, or in bahasa dia telah mengunjungi neneknya. And the fourth one, as you can see on the screen. And then I have the speaking practices. So here I integrate the writing and speaking practice. So the teacher instruct the student to present their own made dialogues, written dialogues that they have made based on the table that provided by the teachers. Here they should do the conversation following the correct pronunciation. And here the teacher can correct their pronunciation. Here I move to the next. It is listening practices. So here I also integrated the speaking activity and listening practices with listening practices. So this teacher instruction will be please listen to your friends conversation practice. So here the students are hearing or listening the conversation between their friends. So after listening, the student can write the expressions following the table that provided by the teacher. As you can see on the screen, the table is consisting of expression of using present tense and also the meaning. Here the student is also instructed to students are instructed to find the meanings and also the use of present perfect tense. And then I move to the writing practice. Here is the last activity. Here the teacher will instruct the student to fill the column according to what they are going to build, to what they are have learned. Sorry. So the example is also the same as the previous in the junior high school materials. The example is consisting is as my journal. So the first one is consisting of the first one is what have you learned. The second one is the activity I like the most. The third one is the activity I find the most difficult, and the third one what I need to be better is. And here I have the references which I took from book and also the website to learn or about the use of present perfect tense. Alright, I think that's all about the materials into senior high school. So for 10 grade student, so here I have explained the materials both in junior high school and senior high school. I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you for listening, and if I have done several mistake, I think I'm still learning, so I am sorry. I'm still learning if I have done mistake, and thank you. I think stay healthy, miss. I think I should thank you for the lesson in this semester. I hope I can be a figure of a good teacher. Once again, thank you, miss, for the support in the learning, in the lesson. And I end this presentation and saying goodbye. Goodbye, miss. See you again.